It's on. Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
How's your energy, Southern Arizona? It's now time for the highly acclaimed, much anticipated Friday Football Fever. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala.
And I'm Ari Alexander. Paul, last week we saw a handful of teams opening up their 2018 season, and many more supposed to be hitting the field for the first time this year, but rain.
Yes, of course, some of those teams set to open up this week. They include South Point, Cienega, Empire, Pueblo, Desert View, Sabino, Santa Rita, and many more, at least theoretically, but most of the games in the Tucson area got hit very, very strong by those thunderstorms.
Right, so we'll give you a quick update on some of the games that were canceled during Friday weather fever. Catalina Foothills postponed until tomorrow, Saturday, 4 p.m. They're going to be hosting Cactus on the north side. Also, Canyon del Oro against Prescott, postponed until September 21st. And the game that I was live at in the 6 o'clock newscast, Tucson Pueblo, our game of the week, supposed to be amazing, canceled. They're going to try to break in their new turf after spending all of 2017 playing out at Pima North at the Keno Sports Complex, and we're told that they're going to be playing their game also tomorrow night. Busy Saturday, 6 p.m. that game, and hopefully not too much damage at their new field, but we heard from their AD that the drainage was good there.
Yeah, we definitely did. And here's a familiar theme at lots of the games. If you want to check out some of the video in the matchup against Desert View, even before the water began to come down, officials at Sunnyside High School saw lightning striking and directed everyone inside of the basketball gym. You were looking at video of some of the members of the student body taking cover as the wind and rain began to hit the school. The game was officially canceled after about an hour of heavy downfall and lightning. Officials from the Sunnyside Unified School District tell me the teams hope to play the game on Monday or Tuesday of next week. As mentioned on the south side, it was supposed to be a battle for bragging rights up and down Valencia as district rivals Sunnyside and Desert View smacked helmets. The Jaguars were gunning for their second straight win over the Blue Devils in a battle for Sunnyside Unified School District supremacy. But just like many other parts around town, this game would see a massive interruption because of the rain and later postponement. Hey, I'm feeling like my brother from another mother, Matt Brode, tonight because high school football was all about weather. Our photographer, Emil Zarev, got this footage from the football field parking lot at Empire High School in Vail. The game was postponed because of heavy rain and thunderstorms. As you can imagine, Rio Rico players had a long ride back to Santa Cruz County without the chance to get into the game. And at Catalina Foothills High School, it was much of the same with heavy lightning before the kickoff, but you can't stop the Foothills party because they would take it to the gym indoors where the band, the cheerleaders, and Palm Line would light up the fans' intensity. Yes, the pun was intended. The rain would pour down for more than an hour until the game was postponed. It'll be played rather at 4 p.m. tomorrow. And hey, listen up to the reaction of the fans and this upcoming referee after the lightning strikes in the background. You can actually see it. Check it out. Yes, he knew it was over with after that. And that's the scoop from the south side all the way to the extreme north side in the foothills with what we got from the football front along with the rain. And Ari Alexander was going back and forth between the east and the west side, sorting out the rain delays as well. He joins us with more. Hey, Ari.
And as I think we all know, driving this weather is no fun. Even less fun for the football players who worked hard all off season, got all excited to play all week for their first game of the season for many of the schools, and then suddenly it's all out of their control. Weight room all winter, skill work all spring, practice and sweat through the summer to play football in fall. Southern Arizona's Gridiron Warriors pick up wins and make magnificent plays. But one lady can shut down every explosive offense and every exciting defense. Mother Nature. Outside of some football in Marana, all of Southern Arizona's games have been postponed. Rain and constant lightning strikes filled the sky, emptying each field until hopefully Saturday. And maybe next Friday, we'll try again. And let's hope next week is actually Friday football fever, and again, not Friday meteorology fever.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ari. And former Sunnyside coach Rich Sanchez had his first game with Santa Rita tonight in Morenci. It was Tough one for Santa Rita. They ended up losing big. But apart from state titles in football, he's also coached dozens of state champions in wrestling at Sunnyside. In addition to being a coach, Sanchez also serves as a father figure, a mentor, and a guardian for Team USA and former Sunnyside wrestler Roman Bravo Young. We shot this at last week's scrimmage against Empire. Alongside Coach Richard Sanchez on the sidelines of Santa Rita's football scrimmage against Empire, this is arguably Arizona's best high school wrestler of all time, Roman Bravo Young.
He's doing a great job.
Honestly, I'd say he's like my father figure.
Bravo finished a summer session at Penn State where he wrestles for the college power and was back in the old Pueblo supporting Coach Sanchez, who took him into his own home the last 3 years at Sunnyside.
Takes care of me. Still have my room in his house and just hang out. I've been with him 3 years. He's taught me everything, and he supports me to the fullest, and that's why I got to come support him.
Supporting Coach Sanchez at Santa Rita. And remember, Bravo Young has the best record in high school wrestling history. Never a loss at Sunnyside. 4 state championships, 182 wins, 0 losses. Even though his main sport, of course, was wrestling, it wasn't uncommon to see Roman Bravo Young on the sidelines of high school football games with Sunnyside High School, at least the home ones, when he was a student here in the Tucson area. And one thing's for sure, it seems like he missed it because, as you saw, he also would find himself on the sidelines of a Santa Rita High School game supporting Coach Sanchez, who's always been a mentor to him and, of course, in some cases, like a father figure.
The thing that we're most proud of him, you know, he's a wrestler and everybody knows how good he is, but the person that he's becoming and the fact that he's at Penn State, an elite university, not just wrestling, but going to school.
And occasionally taking in a high school football game when available. Hey, now let's change gears from high school football to the Arizona Wildcats. We are just 8 days away from Coach Kevin Sumlin and the Cats opening up the football season at Arizona Stadium. Kickoff is set for 7:45 p.m. at BYU, and there are still plenty of tickets available for the game at the newly renovated Arizona Stadium. And don't forget to put next Monday on your calendar if you want to get up close and personal with Coach Kevin Sumlin. It is the first of over a dozen times he will be hosting the Kevin Sumlin Radio Show. Coach Sumlin will join Brian Jeffries beginning at 7 p.m. on Monday at Brother John's Barbecue on North Stone. Hey, we're far from over with after the break. More Friday football fever with some indoor action. Yes, if we don't have high school football because of the rain, then how about some indoor football? The Tucson area is getting an expansion team in the Indoor Football League, so rain outside will never affect the inside. Ari Alexander will have much more on Tucson's newest pro team to play at the TCC as the Friday football fever continues.
Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
That was the Nogales High School cheerleaders getting pumped up. If you haven't noticed, that was filmed last week when things were a bit drier in Nogales. Welcome back, my friends. I'm Paul Cicala. Ari Alexander is standing by. But first, quick reminder, many of the games were canceled tonight or postponed, so we weren't able to get as much video as we normally would. But don't forget to watch News 4 Tucson at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on Saturday, and we'll get you some updates and video that perhaps we weren't able to provide tonight. Also, we will have full rundowns on KVOA.com. But for now, let's check in with Ari Alexander once again. And Ari, if it's raining outside, no worries, because inside it is all good with the indoor football team.
Yeah, Paul, but first on those rundowns on KVOA.com, every other week they're going to be excellent. Right now it just says it rained on most of them because that is, in fact, what happened. Anyway, back to indoor football. Since minor league baseball and Major League Spring Training left Tucson within the past decade, the town has looked for a way to fill the pro sports void for fans. Rio Nuevo announced there's one more team that Tucson fans can cheer for, the Indoor Football League. The unnamed team will start play in 2019 at the Tucson Convention Center, adding pro football to soccer spring training, independent baseball, and minor league hockey. The IFL team is owned by Arizona Rattlers coach and Michael Keaton lookalike Kevin Guy, with partial ownership from Tucson lawyer Ali Farhang. With Tucson's downtown growth and revitalization, both Guy and Farhang believe that indoor football will be successful come spring in the Old Pueblo.
the narrative has changed from us lamenting what we've lost to being eager and anticipating what there is, where we can go next. And with the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl, with the Roadrunners, with what's happening in downtown and the greater Tucson area, people are really excited and positive about our community. And so this is just one more thing that can lend to the perception of our town as a winner, and we are.
Hey, thanks, Ali. And changing gears to hoops really quickly, since there was a lot of rain-delayed games in high school football. Preparation for the upcoming season, DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns will return to NAU in Flagstaff for its training camp. It all goes down on September 25th through the 28th. They'll be in open practice in Phoenix on September 29th. My question to you is, especially since DeAndre Ayton went to the U of A, why don't the Suns have a training game, or at least a training camp, right here in Tucson, in the Cal Center? Come on. Wouldn't that make sense?
We could have a D-League team here in Tucson.
We certainly could. You're right.
It could work for Phoenix. It could work for Houston. San Antonio's like Austin. But why not? Like, we have all these other minor league teams here, and people love basketball with the Cats. Why wouldn't a D-League team work in Tucson?
I'm sure it would. And, of course, all the former Wildcats that play in the D-League as well, or at least
the Nick Johnsons of the world. And, yeah, absolutely. People would love to support a D-League team here.
And also the Suns. They should be here instead of Flagstaff when they get those little training camps.
I'll invest with $13 in my wallet. I don't know. A very small investment.
Yeah, it doesn't cost much. But, hey, unfortunately, that time of the night, we look forward to the least, the second week of the 2018 version of Friday Football Fever. It is now in the books.
Yeah, we got to go outside and test if we melt or not, since I think it's still raining. It might be raining forever. Who knows? I don't know. Ask Matt.
No, we'll have to ask Matt, bro. He probably was a little bit busier than us today, but I don't know. You and I were jumping around from game to game, but we can tell you this. There are a lot of updates on all the games, and you can see everything on KVOA.com, the postponements, and when some of the games will be replayed.
Lots of them tomorrow, so watch News 4 Tucson, 5:30 and 10. Lots of highlights that were supposed to be tonight will be tomorrow.
Yeah, but once again, you can see what you missed on KVOA.com. Have a good one.